is Rosen Island. What?
That was
I'm one of the winners of the Publishers Clearinghouse. Ed McMahon wants to see me right away.
I have to apologize. I thought this was the Joe Franken studio. I'll tell you why I'm here. I happen to be in town over doing some stuff for the NBC affiliate.
That's right.
And, Ed McMahon, our good friend, could not be here. Yeah. But it seems, David, that you are the $1 million winner.
Oh, my God. I won $1 million.
Shout out to my people. This is Ed McMahon, rolling slow through the suburbs in an unmarked van. I ran the strip in the 80s, brought big fat checks to the ladies. When I showed up at their door, they would start screaming like crazy. Break it in hand over fist. Was on the VIP list. I was the verbal gunslinger, and my checks never missed. Put down the bills of John Boo, and my scores whacked. So I'm hitting up winners, get my check back. Hi, Ed McMahon. Remember I gave you that big check? I'd like to have that check back. I'm having some stuff would help a lot. Just a little bit.
Because, and I knew, the difference in the situation was I knew you were making bank on those shirts. I knew you were right.
I did okay.
Yeah. You look like the Monopoly guy. You're driving from town to town in a black top hat and a monocle.
I remember they started bootlegging it just to quickly talk about me for a second.
I'll never join you. If you only knew the power of the dark side. When I first saw the dialogue that said, Luke, I am your father, I said to myself, he's lying. I wonder how they're going to play that liar. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
Say what?
Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son. Luke, I am your father.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baldest of them all?
I see a red door and I want to paint it black. It's the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am to never cry.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Unveiling This Realm. I'm here with Karen tonight. Hi, Karen.
Hello. Good evening.
Welcome to the show. Mikasa Sukasa. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fucking fantastic, actually.
Good.
I do have to work tomorrow, and it's going to be a shit show. But other than that, I'm fantastic.
Why do you think it's going to be a shit show?
Because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
It's going to
be a shit show.
It's going to be an absolute shit show.
I forgot about Val. I forgot about Val. Even when I, was married and stuff, I've never cared about Valentine's Day. Like my whole life. Even in high school, I was just like, who cares? Like,
it's a shitty ass day. They just make you spend a lot of money.
It's a Hallmark.
Luckily, I've been single most of my life, so I don't really ever have to deal with that. So it works out good for me,
Yeah, well, it works out good if everybody understands that it's bullshit as well.
Yeah, even everything they promote too. They promote expensive diamonds that we know that's all bullshit too.
Oh yeah, it's totally total bullshit.
Speaking of bullshit, did you see the deGrasse Tyson clip shutting down the flat earthers?
Neil deGrasse Tyson shutting down flat earthers. You were roboting a little bit. Your like signals kind of bleh. Is this the new internet?
No, they put the other internet back on. I think YouTube's just fucking with me because they don't like me because we're the best. You know what I mean?
Oh
so the
yeah,
fact
yeah. Heard.
There's a few sayings if I ever get T-shirts made. Some are gonna say we're the best because that'll piss people off. Then other ones are gonna say everybody knows because the Mandela deniers hate that I say everybody knows, even though they know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They hate it. I think it's fantastic. No, the Neil deGrasse Tyson clip shutting down the flat earthers. I did a video yesterday. I think you missed it. I was breaking it down. But did you see the video clip of him?
Yes.
I would like to play it for everybody real quick in case anybody missed it. There might be some different people here, and then we can discuss it. Okay.
Okay.
Or we can discuss it as we go because people heard me rant. I'd like to get your thoughts on it. Okay.
All right.
Please.
Okay.
Please. Thank you. Okay. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to go into a screen share. I'll put us over on the side and small. So this is Karen's boy, Neil.
Shut up.
No, but just again, this is the thing that
he's not my boy.
Why? That is your boy.
He's not even the same color as me. Can't possibly be my boy.
Why you can only be friends with people that are the same color as you? Your boy, like your friend, not your son.
Oh, he's not my friend either.
You're like, he's not even the same color as me. He can't be my boy. I'm like, damn, that's fucking racist, dude. He's gonna come on here and start spewing fucking racism and shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh my god, that's crazy. I didn't think we had to go there. I mean, we got all the proof on our side. They don't have anything. You have to pull the race card. I can't turn my volume on because my computer's so slow. You got to give me a second. Wow. Yeah, come on.
This guy. I want to punch him in his fat face. I hate him.
Yeah, so I'm going to let him talk, for like intervals until we have to pause him and tear him a new asshole. Now, here's the thing. Why are they doing this, Karen? And people will say, because they always say things like when we ask for a picture of Earth from space, right? People say, oh, they don't have to prove anything to the flat earthers. They don't have to waste their time on it. Well, why is he getting flown into a studio here to shoot this interview and title it?
The BS that he was talking. Oh, my. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I watched this. Oh, the whole thing is sickening.
I do have it at 0.75 speed, people, so he's not drunk. I'm just playing it a little slow so I don't get copyright. Just listen to this shit.
I don't like debating people because
you'd get fucking smoked, bitch.
Debate, what is the construct? It's typically two people and there's an audience and you debate some opposite some issue, and then there's the winner of the debate. And then everyone walks away reflecting on the winner. So who wins a debate? It's often the person who's charismatic, who maybe charming,
highly
charismatic. Wait, who wins the debate? It's the person who's charismatic. Who's what?
Vocabulary. And you can have someone who doesn't have any of that, who is speaking objective truths, who could lose the debate. So then what is the point of the debate? If one of
he's making the point that if he lost a debate, it would be because the other person has these other characteristics, like they're charismatic and stuff. Even though he has the facts, he could lose the debate, so he won't enter the debate. That's what he's saying. He can't debate anybody because he doesn't have any facts.
I get it, but it's hard to understand him because it's all skippy and jumpy and it's just annoying. Anyway.
Points of view is objectively true.
I'll go faster instead of slower.
So I will not enter a debate where I have the objectively true side of an argument and the other person does not.
He decides what's true.
Yeah.
That should not be debated.
Should not be debated.
See, yeah, that's all they say. Oh, you just shouldn't be able to debate that. That's just undebatable. It's objectively true, but there's still no proof of why is it objectively true? How is it objectively true? What proof do you have that it is that we can all see that is objective proof for everybody? Because we don't see it.
No, it doesn't match my reality, what they're saying, right? It doesn't match my objective reality.
No, objectively true. If you want to talk about having the objective truth on your side, we can see too damn far. Right,
Karen, he literally is still going to use the boats over the horizon argument. In fact, there's another clip that I have on my list. You probably already saw it, but maybe you didn't. It's like 2 or 3 months old. I didn't see it till yesterday, and he's debunking the moon. The people saying the moon landing's a hoax, and then he gets into boats over the horizon. It's unbelievable that they can still say that, and people will still listen to that. It's like all you have to do is go look for yourself out at a beach. It's like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're the fucking idiots. We're the idiots, though.
Yeah.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy's guts.
I know. I hate him too.
You want to debate something? Debate political policy.
Now, here we go. This is where they throw all the other shit out there that's fake as well. Right? And they tell you that's what you should be debating. And it's all fake shit. This is what all the shills do. They come out and they'll throw at every fake shooting and they'll just start dropping things like fucking atomic bombs and they just go fucking crazy. That's what he's doing right now.
Debate political policy of what to do in the face of climate change. Do you have carbon tax? Do you solar panels? Do you subsidize them? Debate that. Don't debate something that is or is not objectively true in this world. The B.o.B, the rapper, I have a video letter to him, the transcript of which is in Letters from an Astrophysicist. That rose to that level of attention because he started saying, I'm using all the math to show Earth is flat.
Video letter. So what does he say in the video letter to B.o.B? What's his proof in the video letter to B.o.B? Do we have that?
I don't even remember the video letter. I just remember the rap song that his nephew made back to B.o.B, and it was the worst fucking song of all time. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Do you remember Neil deGrasse nephew with the rap song?
Yes.
What a fucking loser, dude. This guy's fucking such a fucking chump. Oh my God. Hold on. We'll continue.
Those are fighting words. You are using math and physics? That is an alarm to the geekiverse that we must rise up and counteract these forces from the dark side that are out.
Counteract these forces from the dark side. These flat earthers from the dark side.
Look at this guy. I hate him. I hate his guts.
People love this guy. Look what Edith says. Edith says this guy's the Bill Cosby of scientists. Hey, from the chat, can I get a fuck Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Look kind of like Bill Cosby, though.
Yeah, he does. It's funny.
If he wasn't already an actor, Bill Cosby could play him in a movie, but he's already an actor. He could just play himself.
In my Twitter stream, there were people saying, Neil, you got to do something about B.o.B. Save him from himself. He's saying Earth is flat. Then I first said, who's B.o.B? So quickly looked like, oh, it's a rapper. Okay. These are people who follow me and B.o.B. in the Twitterverse. So what does that Venn diagram look like? How much overlap is there in the two Venn diagrams? In this slice,
look at this
however
clown.
Narrow, they were pleading to me to do something. And so I responded with a video letter, just kind of putting him in his place. I think it's
putting him in his place.
I don't even remember the video letter, but I'm about to look
in
at
his place. Where's the video letter? We need to find it. I want to find it.
Yeah.
That they're using math, science, evidence, and physics behind their cause, when in fact they either aren't or they're using it badly. That needs to be called out. Otherwise, if you just have a belief system, I don't really care. We live in
Karen, who has the belief system in all of this? Can we talk about that?
I know, right? I know. It's so hypocritical.
I mean, everything they say is based on just magic and just imagination and cartoons. And it literally, none of it matches what we observe and we experience. That's the problem here. But he calls what he's saying objective reality and all this shit. It's like, dude, the brainwashing is deep. People are manipulated by these people very easily. It's pretty sad.
In a country that protects free speech, which usually also means free thought, you want to think Earth is flat? Go right ahead. But if you start influencing other people who have power over other people, and you have no foundation in objective reality, it can be dangerous.
Hold on.
You have no foundation in objective reality, and you have power over people. I mean, he's describing exactly everything that we are against.
Yeah.
Everything that we're against. That's exactly what he's describing. He's like, that's a dangerous situation. If you're influencing people who have power over other people, it's like, what do you think? What do you think is going on? We don't have any power over anybody. We're the ones who don't have any power. We're like, hey, you know what? This is bullshit. You're lying to us.
Yeah.
It's complete hypocrisy.
It's total hypocrisy. And the fact that he comes right out and says it can't be debated, because they've known for thousands of years.
Shouldn't be debated.
And that's what I wanted to get into. The whole idea that they've known for thousands of years. We know that's bullshit. But even the whole idea that this goes back 500 years as far as when it started getting heavily pushed. I mean, well, everybody saw, if they didn't already have seen it in the last few days, I mirrored David's video with that lady Ruth. That was an awesome video, right? What do you think about that?
Huh?
So, no, I said, what do you think about that video that he put out?
You're cutting in and out.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Why are you eating the microphone? What is this?
Because I'm just trying to listen. What?
Okay.
So I hear you.
Did you see the video that David put out? I'm assuming you did.
Yes.
That was really good. Yeah. So that just furthers the point that this doesn't go back 500 years. And that furthers the reason why I say that they're not here to kill us. They want to control us. But at the same time, they don't want us to live too long for that exact reason, right? Because we can get firsthand knowledge from people, even if they reset all the information.
They don't. Okay. Yeah. This is exactly why they do it. Think about this. Think about not only do they not want us living that long, but think about everything else that they do to break down the communication within the family. They break down the family system. Like, look at divorce rates. Parents don't stay married anymore. Parents don't live near their parents. Like, people are spread apart more. They have to go where the jobs are. So people move far from each other. They live out of state. They just don't see each other face to face anymore. I mean, it's, yeah, people don't live as long. People put their parents in old folks' homes, it's just, nobody talks to old people. Nobody talks to their parents. Nobody talks to each other, period. I mean, come on. It's just, that's why.
Yeah, they don't really want you to talk to the old people. They want to stick them in homes. I wonder when nursing homes became a big thing. Maybe that's all part of the scam too, to lock these people away for the last few years of their life before they can tell people these types of things.
Possibly.
You know what I mean? When was all that? Never even thought about that. That's just crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think about the I don't know if people saw it, right? So I know you saw it because I showed you earlier. You probably already knew before me, but so everybody knows that NASA gets the $20 billion a year to rip us off. It's higher now. It's like $22 billion a year, over $50 million a day to literally just give us shit cartoons, tell us to go fuck ourselves, and they brainwash our kids. No big deal. And they steal your money and they laugh at you and you love it. But besides that, they did they just requested a new budget where plus besides their $22 billion a year, they want an extra $35 billion on top over the next 4 years so they can go back to the moon in 2024.
Another how much? 35 billion
on top of the money they're already getting annually. Just an extra 35 billion for a moon mission.
From moon mission by 2024, so that's 4 years from now. So it's like another $8 billion a year.
Yeah, no biggie, right?
So love it. Yeah, whatever. Sure, just keep print it out. Go ahead. What's up? Just make it rain.
Just throw some fucking cardboard up there. Fucking moon. There it is. People believe it. You love it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the first steps were? Let's just say the LBRY goes back 120 years, 100 years, right? How do you think? Can you hear me?
Okay, let's say what now? The globe what?
Let's say the lie goes back 100 years, not 500, right?
Okay.
How do you think that they started to integrate the lie? What do you think that they were able to do?
Teach it in schools.
Yeah, but how do you think they just phased out what they were teaching? Think they just did it over a few years, or
took them a couple generations? Then they faked the moon landing.
Yeah, that's pretty much the big thing. Huh?
They made going to school, mandatory.
So when was it not mandatory? How far back?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Did they roll out all the schools and the nursing homes at the same time? Fucking they probably did, right? We'll fucking enslave all these kids' minds now. We'll keep all the memories fucking trapped with these other people, and then we'll fucking come up with it. They all have Alzheimer's, so they're crazy. And then we'll reuse that later on and say everybody, that's seeing these changes as false memory. And I'll get into that later because I'm fucking aggravated about that too. I'm just, it's hard, because if you say you wanted to pick apart NASA stories, right? Like fakery. Mm-hmm. I was just looking for the show earlier today because I didn't know what we were going to talk about. So I'm just browsing around on the Google on my phone. There's like 50 stories, Karen, all today that are all just crazy. Like the craziest shit.
50 stories about what?
They got radio signals coming from 500 trillion miles away. They got these other fucking asteroids that they seen out past Pluto. They got fucking, it's just on and on, all these stories. Of course, there's a couple asteroids that are wiping us out today. It's just like all these stories, then they can just saturate the market with it. And people just, even if people say they don't buy into all of them, they just soak it all up subliminally. It just makes it all reinforced. It's all real to them.
I'd like to try to get a job as a writer at some of these places and just make shit up and just see how long I can write there while I just make stuff up. Like, seriously,
the shit they make up isn't even that creative. I mean, it's just nonsense. It doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know.
It's pure fucking insanity. I'm gonna open the phones, okay?
All right.
Let me get the phone number. 978-435-0006. I'll get it up on the screen in a second. Let me just get the phones open.
Don't buy diamonds, by the way. Buy crystals instead.
Oh, there you go. There you go. The flat earth witch is in the house. People are going to be pissed. Phones are open, guys.
Focus.
Are you giving us a crystal update this week or what?
I can.
Yeah, you have to.
Give me a few minutes, so I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, we'll take some calls and then we'll switch over to that. Hey, somebody calling. Won't be a bunch of bitches. Thank you. 978-435-0006. You give me a ring ding dong. A ring a ding 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 dong. Yeah, I have to work a double tomorrow. It's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, have you seen those old newspaper articles about how it's people were getting upset about the globe being taught in schools? Like
Yeah.
that was people not cool.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Unveiling this realm, you're on with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Brian and Karen, Randy C in the chat. How you doing tonight, huh? Hey, listen, I've got a new Mandela effect. At least it's new for me. I don't know if you've experienced it.
What is it?
But I live down in Palm Springs, in that area, California. And for the last 3 weeks, this is wild, and I wasn't baked. Driving to gigs and stuff, I've noticed cars' headlights are all yellow now. And I know I'm not baked. My wife was in the car and she noticed it too. What's really crazy, we were on the 10 freeway in California. The headlights of the cars are not white. They're yellow. And then we saw some cars that had one yellow light and one regular light, like it was morphing into a Mandela. I know it sounds crazy. Maybe if those think about it, get on the road and just look at the lights.
No, I will look.
They're no longer white. They're yellow, at least from my perspective when I'm visualizing and seeing now. That's what I wanted to share.
All right. I will definitely be looking for that. Because I already been saying how the light reacts different to my eyes now. It wouldn't surprise me, bro.
Ah, good point. Good point. All right, man. I dig your show. I just wanted to get the ball rolling. Let's get some real people to call in.
All right.
Take care.
All right,
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Somebody calling. Did he just say he wasn't a real person? Let's get some real people to call in. He says about himself.
Yeah, get some real people to call in, as in not you. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, give us a call. 978-435-0006. Give us a ring ding dong, a ring a ding ding dong Dutch.
He was alluding to being a not real person.
No, Randy's cool. But he's still a fucking android. Joey's in the house. Joey was trying to put lotion on my balls earlier.
Don't want.
He's out of his mind. Who's calling in? 978-435-0006. Oh, everybody's saying they noticed the yellow lights. Susan, Jen. I haven't noticed that. I will have to look for that.
That's not something that I can say that I've noticed. I see all different colored lights around here on cars. Super whites. A lot of people have them super white bright lights because the country's out here and there's not a lot of road, street lights. So I don't know.
Call in 978-435-0006. Give us a call. What do you think about that CNN false memories from smoke weed and Mandela bullshit?
Yeah, well, pick up the phone.
Hi, can I help you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, who's this?
This is Julius J from Discord. I don't know. Karen might know who I am.
Hello.
I don't think I've talked to you, Brian. You've been there, though.
I know who you are. Yes. Good evening.
Yeah. Hi, how are you guys?
Welcome. We are good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Just kind of hanging out tonight.
So
I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I just thought I'd call and see if you guys are going to pick up.
Of course I'm going to pick up. Now you're on the spot. What do you
we
want to talk
picked
about?
up. 'Cause-
I know. I don't know. Now I'm on the spot. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have anything to talk about.
Wow.
How are things going for you
I'm just going to try and call.
how are things going for you in your neck of the realm?
It's Iowa. It was very cold today.
Iowa? Do you have a normie job?
What?
Do you have a job where you have to talk to a lot of normies?
Yes, I'm like end user support, like IT. It sucks.
Oh.
Just getting by.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
That's
it's not good.
cool.
I sit in the cubicle. I hate it, to be honest. But anyway, so I don't want to ruin the night.
You're not. That's cool.
I just saw you guys were going live. I haven't been like on or calling into anything or in a lot of chats. I've just been in Discord hanging out listening mostly.
Right on.
Yeah.
I kind of stopped going into Discord
I don't
so
wanna...
much.
What?
I said I stopped going into Discord so much here lately.
Yeah, I shouldn't. Like, I don't know. It's like kind of like it's kind of weird. It just depends. I just been in the old school one. I'm like with the, like the 2.0 version one or whatever. I never see you in there. Are you still like? Are you in your new one ever? I like swing it. Like I never really see anybody in there.
Not really, because there's just too much drama in Discord. Just things always go bad over there, and it's always just a source of stress. So I decided to stop going over there for a little while.
No, that's good. I just like I listen a lot just because it's nice to listen to people that I mean, most of the time are on the same page, but like there is a lot of drama, like back and forth. Swear to God, paid government fucking shield trolls in there all the time, and it gets annoying.
Yeah,
because they never go away.
But if you
anyway, I don't want to take up all your airtime. Right. You guys are gonna talk about stuff.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling.
But yeah, nice talking to you guys. We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Later.
All right. Well, 978-435-0006. Give us a ring ding dong and have something to talk about. What the fuck, man? At least sing us a song. Anybody have any requests? I can sing. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Medicine go down. The medicine go down. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. So you guys act like you never watched it. On this realm, who's this?
Hey, this is Zachary. Can you hear me? I just got a new microphone. I don't know how it comes through.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. Yeah, this is Zachary. My screen name is Need to Connect. I've called several times. I've been following you for a while now. I just I guess it was probably a couple callers now. I wanted to talk about when he hung up, he was kind of like right before he hung up, he was like, "Oh, I'll let some real caller come through or whatever." Like, he's like doubting himself, like he's like invalidating himself, like I don't know how to really explain that. It's just it just breaks my heart so bad, because in like society that we've grown up in, and it's getting worse and worse, it's like it was designed to break every single person's spirit. And like anybody that's like a deep thinker and like realizes and knows that we deserve more just because we're born here, like on this earth, in this realm, we're born here. So we obviously we deserve a place to live. We deserve like food. We deserve water. We deserve like to live like stress-free, relatively speaking. We deserve to like not, have to worry about like being poisoned through all of those various things I just mentioned. And it's just messed up, because like when you start questioning things like you do, or anybody, like people target you and attack you, and they just like, I mean, it's like these people, like they every person genuinely, I believe they genuinely like they want something better. They want the greater good of humanity. You know, they desire all those things, and they know, like in their heart, there's just some kind of like great spirit that like connects to them and delivers the message, like, you know, this isn't right. The things we're doing, the way we're living, it's not right. But you try talking about it, and just even in the slightest ways, and you're attacked and ridiculed, and it's just, oh, it's ridiculous. It's to the point, like my neighbor, I mean, I've lived next to this guy for 8 years, and I record this guy pretty often just for my own personal use. Just, you know, I like to keep track of what it looks like up there. And so I was recording this guy, and his spirit was so broken and down, and he thought that I was making fun of him. He thought I was recording a video to post it on the internet to make fun of him about some project he was building or something. And I just couldn't believe it. He was accusing me of bullying him just because that's the idea that he grew up with. He's been attacked so long his whole life. He just thinks the whole world's out to get him. And it sucks. Like, we all think that the world's out to get us, and that breaks us apart from ourselves even more, because then we are more willing to attack other people, because we're like, oh, this person is kind of like the same group of people that has attacked me in the past. It's like, no, we all need to forget it. We all need to step up, like, stop attacking people, and like, I don't know, maybe our self-confidence will come back.
That they use division as one of their biggest weapons. That's like what I said, like that guy that you talked about, your neighbor. It's like if they didn't feed that into our heads, you guys would probably be really good friends, you know? But instead, they make them paranoid. Everybody's out to get them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Because I thought, you know, I thought the guy knew me. Like, he knows, like, I'm out in nature all the time and all this other stuff. And I've said hi to him. I've tried to start conversations with him all the time. So in my mind, I thought that he just automatically knew that I was a pretty decent guy. But no, he doesn't know that I'm a decent guy, because of the stuff that he's probably watching on his television screen right now as we're speaking. Like, you know, it's just sitting there reinforcing those ideas over and over. And man. But I had another question I wanted to ask you about. I was trying to start like a truther thing, and like I'm talking about the self-confidence thing, and like when you first started your like 9/11 research, how in the hell did you ever do it? Because like me myself, like I'm sitting here, I'm telling myself like, oh, you're not good enough, you're an idiot, people are gonna say you're crazy, like all this stuff, like, and I know it's not true. I know I'm not fucking crazy. I know I'm not a fucking idiot. I was just born into a society with a language that everybody else speaks that doesn't reflect how we actually should be viewing this reality. So sure, it's going to be hard for me to explain these divine concepts.
Yeah.
But so how did you ever start is what I'm trying to
ask. Shit, I don't know. I just got really into it on forums and stuff, and people knew I was smart at talking about it. A couple people invited me on a radio show. I went on there, and then right from there, I knew that's what I needed to do. So then I built a radio station on my website, and then we started doing shows every day, or I started doing shows every day. And then I got my co-hosts that eventually joined me, and we started doing shows. You know, it wasn't every day. I cut it down to like once a week after a while,
But I mean, like, it was never easy for you, though, right? It wasn't just like, oh yeah, like throw a video together and everybody absolutely loved it.
Dude, it wasn't easy. You think people are triggered? You think people get triggered over flat Earth? Try telling people no planes on 9/11 and then no victims fucking 10 years ago. You want to see people get triggered?
I have absolutely no friends, and my family thinks I'm insane because I've tried to tell them just this simple stuff. And I don't even tell them this stuff. Like, I don't even go into flat Earth or that stuff. Like, I started ever since I was like a young child telling them like, hey, why in the hell are they putting this food, like this chemical in the food when they know that it's not good for us. Why do they keep doing that? Like, I just was asking simple questions like that, and then, oh no, like it's just, you're crazy. You need to stop questioning things. There's nobody out to get us. The only conspiracy here is you. And I'm like, there's definitely a conspiracy going on, but it's not me conspiring. I'm not conspiring against anybody.
No.
I mean, you know, but dang, yeah, I guess. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You definitely are a really big inspiration, and I know you get that a lot, but like, you know, you're a big inspiration to not just me, but like to a lot of people I see throughout like my entire like journey into the truth community, which is probably like maybe 15 years now. So like I see your work show up in other people. I see other people talk about you. Like, so, you know, I don't know. Thank you, man. Thanks for all that you do. Appreciate it. I'll just call now.
Hey,
take care.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's your biggest Mandela effect?
I think I've told you before, but my biggest Mandela effect personally is the Statue of Liberty and the Volkswagen. But the Statue of Liberty is huge because I went to the Statue of Liberty when I was a kid. I was 11. I was about 12 years old, 11 or 12. I think I was just turned 12 or something. But went to the Statue of Liberty with my aunt, and I had notes about the Statue of Liberty, and I was like, yeah, we went to the Statue of Liberty on Liberty Island, and then we went to Ellis Island, and we went and looked at the, you know, all the names at Ellis Island, and I had some relatives that went through Ellis Island, through the building on Ellis Island, so we went and we looked at their names on the list, and then, yeah, and then I did a report on it in high school, in junior high school, and so that was probably about 2008, 2009. I did a report on the Statue of Liberty for a school project, and it wasn't a very extensive report, but I went and I found a bunch of the information that I could off of 3 different sources. And you'd think that off of one of those 3 sources, it would have said something about the Statue of Liberty getting damaged because of a terrorist attack. So that was a big one. And like, then it moved to Ellis Island, and it was weird because it was on Statue of Liberty when I visited, but then it moved to Ellis Island, and then it moved back to Liberty Island. Like, it was on Ellis Island like about a year and a half ago, and I remember like my girlfriend was arguing with me about it, and I was like, "What are you talking about? The Statue of Liberty is not on Ellis Island." And we looked it up, and I Google searched it, like the image search, and I just like got really obsessive about it because I wanted to be right. And so anyway, it turned out that at that point in time, allegedly, the Statue of Liberty was on Ellis Island, and there wasn't any or much proof saying that it had ever been on Liberty Island. So then now it's on Liberty Island again. And so I just don't know what to think of that. And the Volkswagen one was big for me because there was this, the Volkswagen, I'm pretty obsessed with small little details like that. And I had always looked at the Volkswagen, and I don't want to really say anything about Hitler, but I will say about like languages and stuff. And so I just always looked at it, and like, since the V and the W were connected, I looked at it and I was always like, hey, that could be some kind of like, you know, new language that's like a completely different character. That's not an English character. And so like, I made that a conspiracy theory, like my own little joke. Like, you know, I just had my own little joke about that, like how it was some kind of like little secret message. The VW was some kind of secret subliminal message because it was there were like, or I mean, I'm sorry, they were like not a secret subliminal message. I would have thought they were some kind of like subliminal message if they were like blended in together. But shit, dude, I'm high as fuck. But yeah, now they're blended in together. I just took a fucking update right as I'm talking about the Mandela effect. I noticed I do that a lot. Like, I first noticed the Mandela effect in 2011, and so I've seen like every way that they could have been, and like I don't know, we start talking about them in like 3 or 4, maybe 5 different ways that are potentially like real for me at this point. But yeah, the Volkswagen one was real, was a big one, and then the Looney Tunes, that one's a big one because the baby tunes, the
Tiny
baby tunes didn't change, but the adult tunes is TUNES. That doesn't make any sense.
It's stupid. It's mad stupid.
Yeah, but which is your biggest one? I haven't really heard you talk about your biggest one too much. If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, it's easy. It's Black Tom, the Statue of Liberty, and Ellis Island. So I don't even need to explain. You don't even need to explain it because you just explained it. You know.
Yeah, and then the foot changed on the Liberty Island, I guess. I'm not on Liberty Island, on the Statue of Liberty. In my opinion, I think that her feet have shifted.
Yeah,
like
her
quite
feet
a bit. I remember that they were not lined up perfectly ever, but like she's about ready to jump into the fucking water, dude.
I know. She's stepping off the platform now. I know, it's crazy.
She's fucking had it with this laser.
Well,
like, oh man, but yeah, thanks for giving me the time of day. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. All right, next call. You there, Karen?
All right. I am here. Excuse me. Yes, okay. I'm here. I turned off my camera because I felt like the call was cutting in and out, and I don't know. I felt like if we cut our camera, maybe it might give more bandwidth to the call.
There you go. All right, somebody call in 978-435-0006. That was a good call, man.
The moderator.
You ready, Karen? You're going to answer this one. Ready? Go.
All right. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Well, that's just great.
Hey, my name's Chris. I'm calling from Morningsport, Louisiana.
Morning.
I'm 10 miles north of. I'm 10 miles north of Shreveport.
Awesome. What's going on?
Man, I've been Mandela affected since the end of 2017.
Yeah, which one got you first?
Okay, my son, I have a son, 23. He came to me and said, "Dad, man, have you noticed all the things that are changing or supernaturally?" I was like, no. He's like, okay, Chick-fil-A. My son was a Chick-fil-A freak. So when the spelling of Chick-fil-A changed, that was a big one for him.
Well, Karen, I mean, you could speak on that a little, right? Karen, that was your first one, wasn't it?
It was indeed. That was the first one. Yes. I ever noticed. That's when I first saw the Mandela effect being spoke about online, was regarding Chick-fil-A. Changing from CHIC to CHICK, which first time I ever came across Chick-fil-A, it was CHIC. There was no K.
And my son said, "Dad, the Bible." And I see, I'm 53 years old. When I was about 25, I read almost the whole Bible, studied it. I was raised in a church. Okay, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. The Bible will never change. He's like, "Look, Dad, sit down and watch some of these videos on YouTube." So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna debunk this. I'm gonna debunk this Bible change. Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. So I sit down, and the first one, we got to the Lion of the Lamb. Okay, see, to most people, the lion will lay with the lamb. They don't understand. See, I understand what's the whole verse is about.
Yeah.
When he's talking about the lion will lay with the lamb, he's talking about the 1,000-year reign with, you know, and the lion represented Israel, and the lamb represented Jesus. See, right now, the lamb and the lion don't stand together because Israel don't believe Jesus has came yet. But see, in the 1,000-year reign, the lion would lay with the lamb, which means Israel would lay with Jesus. Okay, now it says the wolf. Okay, the wolf.
Yeah.
What comes in sheep's clothing to deceive everybody? The wolf. The wolf has always been referred to as Satan. So now it's saying the wolf will dwell with the lamb. No, the wolf will never dwell with the lamb.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, you would think that would get
morning.
people's attention. You would think that would get people's attention, but unfortunately, some people are still. It's so crazy, man. So crazy.
Okay, I pay attention to detail. Okay, what I'm doing, man, down here in Morningsport, Louisiana, I'm trying to get my friends to join our group and start listening to people like you, you know. And okay, I got two brothers. I got three brothers. One I really don't talk too much. Okay, one of my brothers, at first, he didn't want to believe it, but he believes it. So he's with me. But my other brother, he sees it, but he says it's impossible, and he don't want to believe it. So he don't talk. We don't talk no more.
Isn't that the most frustrating thing too? Because you know that they see it, but they still deny it. Because you know they have the same memories as you on almost all the same stuff. Your brother, you grew up together. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Okay. Sunday, man. A couple of days ago, Sunday, I went to my mom's to eat Sunday dinner. Okay, my brother, we got in a fight.
Not a fist fight. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me it was another fist fight because of the Mandela effect. Because this keeps happening.
Look, ever since my brother said he don't want to talk about the Mandela, we've been close our whole life, and now we don't. Man, he don't like me, but I'm telling you, it's just something about the Mandela. People that don't. My brother sees it, but he refuses to believe it, so he can't hang out with us no more. Because me and my other brother, that's all we talk about. You know, this is the biggest thing to happen since Jesus walked this earth. People, wake up! You know, y'all miracles. I mean, come on, people.
I know.
Okay, here's another big one for me. Okay, we're down here in North Louisiana. It's all about the oil. Okay, Halliburton. Halliburton has always had one.
Oh, I did a video on this. I did a video on this year ago. This changed the world. I did a video on Halliburton. Yeah. Halliburton changed 2 L's in it. I did a whole show with Sandy Diva with a bunch of changes, but I covered the Halliburton, and I have a video on it. That's crazy. That's a big one for me, dude. Now it has 2 L's. It's stupid looking.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off. Tell people why is it so big for you? Because is that home base where you are?
Okay, check this out. Growing up, my dad we had 10 acres of peas. We planted peas, you know, and there was Mr. Holland that came over there. He was retired, and all he wore was a Halliburton. He either had a red one or he had a gray one, and it said Halliburton on the back. So we've seen Mr. Holland 1,000 times. That's all he had, Halliburton. Now, my brother who sees it, he said, yeah, it's only had 1 L. But my other brother, he remembers it only having 1 L, and I keep asking, well, how can this have 2 L's now? He said, man, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, dude, man, wake up, brother.
Wow. So crazy.
Okay,
I agree 100%. Go ahead.
I've got one friend that sees it, and me and him hang out together. I got one brother who sees it, and his wife sees it because her son turned her on to it. And the one that got her was Sex in the City. She was a Sex in the City. She watched all them shows.
Yeah.
So when that changed, that was hers.
Yeah, we talked about that
Okay,
a lot last night too. Yeah, that's a big one, dude. And there's so much residue, and it comes right out of even the person that writes it calls it Sex in the City, and all the people at the award shows. I mean, come on, dude.
Okay, my brother that sees it, the one that gets him is the dime. Eisenhower was always on the dime, and now Eisenhower's it's Franklin D. Roosevelt's on the dime now.
I wouldn't know, but yeah, that's crazy if that's a change. I just have no idea on that. I know I'm a retard.
Okay, here's another big one for us. The person that invented the cotton gin was Eli Whitney.
Oh, I know now. Yeah,
reason,
I know. And now he's
he
totally
was black.
changed. His skin color changed now.
And I've asked black people down here in North Louisiana, and every black person I asked, they ain't never heard of Eli Whitney. And people can find old newspaper articles when they have Black History Month, man. They'll list, Martin Luther King, civil rights leader, and then they would list Eli Whitney, famous inventor, man, for Black History Month.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And my mom, who's she's gone to church her whole life, knows her Bible. I started showing it to her, but now she won't talk about it at all. She don't want to see it, don't want to talk about it. The Bible's never changed, not a lot of. So
it's so frustrating, and it's like, dude, and if anything, these people that are ignoring the changes and think that their scripture can't change, and they're just going to be stubborn and just deny it. I mean, they're the ones that are falling for the grand delusion. They're the what we're trying to be. The delusion is to not have us see the changes. That's the devil's trick. You know what I mean? To brush off these changes, to put out all this new disinfo so people brush it off and think we have bad memory, and this isn't happening. It's their biggest fear right now. They're terrified of this. Because collectively, our consciousness together and all the abilities that we once had that we're starting to tap into, that's what they're fucking scared of.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it, who's behind all this? The Antichrist. What's he changing? He's changing. This is what he's changing his world the way he wants it to be. I mean, all the Bible changes. Their Bible changed. It's him. So he went in there and did it,
Besides the lion and the lamb, what Bible changes bother you the most?
Yeah.
Which one what bothers you the most? What Bible changes besides the lion and the lamb bother you the most? If you could give me like 3 of them real quick.
Okay, here's one that a lot of people may not know. God never told Moses to build a golden mercy seat and put it on top of the Ark of the Covenant. And it doesn't say Ark of the Covenant now. It says Ark of the Testimonies. It was never Ark of the Testimonies. It was always Ark of the Covenant.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at pictures, there's no picture of a golden mercy seat on top of the covenant. The mercy seat was never mentioned in the Bible before.
Wow.
I think the mercy seat was only, I think it was talked about in the book of Enoch. To see Satan before the fall, Satan was the guard. He guarded the mercy seat, but the mercy seat was being reserved for Jesus, but Satan wanted to sit in it. So that's why Satan got kicked out of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Satan has put the mercy seat in the Bible now. So, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm like y'all, man. I'm Mandela affected. But I wouldn't want to know other way. I wouldn't want to be like them and not know.
Oh, hell no.
It's like I got a calling to try to tell as many people as I can, even though I may look stupid or whatever, it's, look, man, I know what I know,
Yeah, same here, man. People think I'm crazy, but they've thought it for a decade, so ain't nothing new there. So I'm gonna just do what I do, and I think that we're meant to see this. It's a spiritual awakening, and to deny it is just crazy. So to deny it's just to totally play back into the beast system, in my opinion. But hey, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let you go. But can you tell us your name again, and then just tell me how you originally found my channel?
Okay, my name is Chris Caskey, and I found you because my buddy that is Mandela affected, he was following you. I've been following EYA and Vanessa V, and I was watching Vanessa the other night when you were on there. When you were on there, I subscribed to you.
Awesome. That was a good interview, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have her back on. That was great. All right, brother. Thank you for the call.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey, Karen.
Yes.
You want to do a shout out so we don't have to go to break?
All right.
All right, cool. Maybe you can turn your camera on and say hi to the people. I'm going to go smoke. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
They would like to see you smile.
Hey, Rose is on an airplane. Happy flying, Rose. Safe travels, dear. I don't know if I'm ready to turn my camera on yet. I'm eating a cracker and I'm drinking coffee. I'm trying not to be too ASMR-y about it. I apologize. Oh, you want to see me talk? You want to hear me talk about crystals? That's right. I'm supposed to talk about crystals. Yeah, I have this crystal here that I do want to talk about. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Oh, I was supposed to do shout outs. Okay. Natalie, shout out. Rose Crow 777. PG 2424. Tom Buddhas. Hello. Reperception Podcast. Lois Rubel. Blade Star 775. Acoustic Lucidity. The Truth Seeker 69. Hello, Jen. Valiant One. Bigfoot. Not right now. Singeman. Acoustic Lucidity. I Am High Degree. Randy C. Okay, you're not a troll. Did I say that you were a troll? I'm sorry if I said that you were a troll, Randy C. I did not mean to say that. F.E. Maori. F.E. Maori. That's a hard one sometimes. The Nyakus. J.M. Mental Pancakes. Renee Bernays. Munch, munch, munch. Josh from Oregon. Space Drum Symphony. Dave Anderson. My favorite hippie. Am I a hippie? There's so many labels. I get so many labels. Craig Stieber. Mandy Lynn. Glenn Clark. Hannah Koala. Joey Butts. Ghana Ball. Queen of Swords 444. Don Seymour. Revelation 39. Brian Wolcott.
Just filling my coffee. I'll be right there.
Susan Catchy. All right, I'll just keep going. PI. Bit of Venom. Jeff Carrero. Kindness for Weakness. Flat Accord Music. I may be repeating at this point. I don't know. One Neo. Hello. No Spin Bear. Valiant One. I'm saying names. I don't know. If I say your name, it's because I don't know if I've said it or not. I can't keep track. I'm too old. Too old to try to remember. All right. Salted Cedar. Hello. James Schwebens. Hi from San Diego. I used to live in San Diego. I lived in and around San Diego for a few years there. It's very nice. Beaches are said great in San Diego. My Remaining Essence. Hello. Schwebens. Hi from San Diego. Oh, see, Brian, I can hear myself through you.
Hi.
Rose, take care. Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. My fucking nephew moved this brick that I had my blunt stash behind, and my blunt's gone.
What?
Yeah, so I had this little tiny roach to smoke. So I'm not fucking that happy about it, but we'll open the phones.
Oh.
Yeah. I really don't want to work tomorrow, to tell you the truth, but whatever. Somebody give us a call. 978-435-0006. Karen, you're answering the phone.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I just had to sit here and talk to myself for however long that was.
Fine. Whatever. Karen's baked. Leave her alone. And I can only get the first of the two. Hi. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Hey, who's this?
It's Glenn. I called in about a week ago, but I don't call in a lot.
Cool.
But I like the topics. I always like the topics, but I had a little conjecture here covering the Mandela effect. I had a question for you. I don't know if I've ever heard you cover this. You probably have. Do you think there's a such thing as a non-Mandela effect, just straight up? Just no, that's impossible, or is at this point, could any memory be a Mandela effect in your opinion?
What do you mean? Is there a possible no Mandela effect? I don't even know what you mean.
I'll just give you a couple of examples. Moneybag, he's fairly good. He's been doing this a while. He had one. I usually agree with him, but we don't have to agree. But he did one time. I was on a roll where I kind of was agreeing with him almost every time, the way he formats it. But he did one about Maxell cassette tapes in the 80s. He's like, it blew him away. It was like a flooring one. Like he was like, get ready, hold on to your seats. You know how he is. Yeah. And he's like, Maxell. He goes, it was always Maxwell. Mm-hmm. And instantly, I didn't resonate with that. I'm like, Maxwell? Mm-hmm. I mean, it was, I was a cassette junkie. I was like, no, it's always been Maxwell. But again, he sincerely remembers Maxwell. And I was like, that just doesn't sound right in any reality. But, that was a few years ago. So I've kind of grown from that. I just didn't know if you talked, if anything. Well, there is actually some.
There's definitely what people disagree on, but just the fact that we've seen Chick-fil-A change 4 times in front of us shows you that there's more than one possibility. So for a lot of people, that might have been Maxwell, and it depends if there's a lot of evidence and residue that backs
that's what I've grown to learn. But another personal one for me was the Alice in Chains lead singer. I may have said this to you before because your last name is similar, being Staveley, and my mom's maiden name was Staley, which is what his name was. But all through the 90s, everybody I knew used to call him. Maybe this was going on, and it was an early version of it. But all my friends would call him Lane Stanley, over and over and over. And every time I would say, "Hey, I take that personal because his name is Staley," and they go, "No, it's not." And I'd get out the CD and go, look at his name. And they'd go, "Oh, yeah, it is Staley." Well, why did I think it was Stanley? And I used to go, I don't know. Everyone calls him Stanley, but it's Staley. And maybe that was an early Mandela effect even then, because everyone seemed to call him that. And I used to point that out. But my comparison, I think I covered this before too, is all my friends growing up, because they were hillbillies, would call Jim Beam. They would always call it Jim Beam with an N. And they used to aggravate me. I was kind of a wordsmith, or I thought I was. They would say, "Hey, hand me that Jim Beam. Jim Beam, 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 Beam." I'd go, "It's not Bean, it's an M, Beam." And I'd correct them. So if suddenly tomorrow people were going, "Hey, it's changed and it's now got an M," would that be in Mandela effect? That's kind of where I was going with that whole thing.
Yeah.
But at this point, I don't think that's even possible, because people may have actually known it as that. I guess it just kind of struck me, you covering that. I wanted to tell you the show with what is it, Nathan Sanders. Awesome. I caught it late, but that was really a good show, man. I didn't even know the guy, but that was an awesome show, by the way.
Yeah, last
one
night,
quick
that was
thing
a great one.
that happened tonight, I'll tell you real quick, because you mentioned it. I talk on two-way radio around here, and everyone thinks I'm a nut. No one agrees with me. There's a guy that's from New York, so I thought I'd hit him with one, and I asked him about the Statue of Liberty, because he lived up there. And I said, "Have you ever gone up into the torch?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, we used to all the time, man. When we were younger, that was one of the coolest things to do." And I said, "Do you have any pictures of that?" He goes, "Yeah, somewhere." And I said, "Well, I was reading, no one's ever been there." And he was like, "Come on with that nonsense. I've been up there many times. I'll get the pictures, and and it remains to be seen." I don't think he's going to find them. He doesn't think it's officially. So I don't know. That was kind of funny, though.
He will not be able to produce those photographs. They won't exist.
But I don't think he's lying. He's just he'll deny it that this is an effect, but he knows he's been in that torch, and I don't know if it's actually closed. I mean, I guess they could just say it's never been open, but knowing the effect, that's probably not the case. I just thought that was pretty. But no, back to some things that are just stupid. It was a girl, I forget her name. This is way back 4 or 5 years ago. She was a young girl. She's still on here doing Mandela effects. But one time she was in tears saying that squirrels have turned black. She's like, squirrels are gray, and now they have black squirrels. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe this is a mistake, because I moved to Michigan in 1989, and I was like, what are these things? And they're like, oh, the squirrels. I'm like, but they're black. They're like, oh, yeah, we have black squirrels in Michigan. And I said, well, Virginia. So I kind of look at that as maybe just you've been somewhere and you just don't know. But then again, as we're progressing, I don't really want to call anyone wrong anymore about anything.
When I was growing up in Redwood City, there were black squirrels. I had black squirrels that lived around my house.
Yeah, I'd never had saw them until I was 18 years old and moved up there, and they were like, yeah, we got a mixture of black and gray here. And I'm like, well, I've never seen a black one, but I didn't think nothing strange about it, but this girl was in tears over it, saying that squirrels have turned black. So maybe that would be a slight case of just she's not old enough and hasn't been around.
Oh, there's definitely people that don't use the best discernment. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, there's going to be bad videos of people calling things Mandela effects. That's why, for the most part, I stay away from calling something a Mandela effect if it's something I never knew and now it's part of reality, with the exception of something crazy Black
heard you
Tom
say
and
that.
Torpedo Alley. Because like if a new animal or something pops up or a band pops up and I've never heard of it, man, it's really hard for me to say that's a Mandela effect. But if something actually changed from the way that I know it and I know it well, those are the ones I like to talk about, you know?
Well, that's probably the best way. Like flying snakes, someone called that a Mandela effect. And I recall seeing that on Wild Kingdom way back in the 70s. And it's clear to me, but, you know, again, I can't say. But another thing, someone brought up the dime, which that was nothing for me until one day someone mentioned it. And I looked at I said, let me see. And I grabbed the dime and I said, I'll be damned. That is wrong because I was a metal detector geek growing up. We had a club. We metal detected all around the neighborhood in the 80s. And one of the biggest things was to find a pre-64 dime or quarter. But dimes, we found a lot of them. And the big thing was to jump up and scream, an Eisenhower, I can't even say an Eisenhower dime, silver dime, because, you know, they were worth like $1. And I can just see and hear myself screaming it and see that bald, round head on there. And I was always so happy. So I just had no clue until a few years ago. Someone said it, and I went, oh, come on now. And I just looked over and went, that is wrong. Just looked totally foreign and weird. So, I mean, they just can pop up at any given time, man. It's definitely strange. Well, when you were asking people their big ones, obviously, I think my biggest one is the sun, unless that's just a change going on that's natural. I have a picture. I think I mentioned this before. I wish I could show it somehow. I'll scan it and put it up. It's so yellow in the middle of the day in this picture that people have told me it looks like that I faked it. I'm like, what? It's one of the best pictures I've ever taken. They said, that's too yellow. It doesn't look real. It looks like a drop of paint on the damn picture. And I said, well, that's the real sun. That's what it used to be. And then they're like, no way. But that hasn't changed. It's as yellow as a damn drop of mustard, man. It's pretty funny. I think it's pretty funny. And one last thing. I have a small, crappy little 120 sub chemtrail channel here that I upload occasionally. I usually get support and people are nice, but the last few days, this one guy, he ain't trolling me though. He actually is a nice guy, but he keeps telling me, I want to help you. He long 20 paragraphs, listen, only conversation, and he'll go on and on. And listen, chemtrails are impossible. The planes couldn't support what they claim they're spraying out, on and on and on and on and on and on. And no matter what I say back to him, one of my responses was, so, you know, do you think there's a regular Tesla in orbit around Mars? And he goes, yeah, absolutely there is. And for you to suggest there isn't, you know, continuing to show that, you know, that you just don't look into things. I think he absolutely believes all that. And to me, it's ridiculous. He told me he saw it through his telescope. He has a really nice telescope, and he's seen the Tesla floating by Mars in orbit. So to me, that is beyond crazy. But yet he sees me. He said, quit listening to these idiots on YouTube. Don't you know they're all out there deceiving? They're all out there lying. They're all out there to dumb you down. On and on and on. Just the opposite of what I know.
As he tells you, he saw the red convertible in space with his telescope from his house. He's telling you these other people are deceiving you.
I don't think that he's lying as far as in his mind, we are crazy, and he absolutely was explaining this with empathy in his words that, look, it's condensation. But what about X's and weird symbols and things that make no sense? What kind of, he said it's just a passenger plane, and all it is ice crystals. It's simple to understand. And I'm like, well, what about the X's? And because he looked at my videos, obviously, I got ones that are X's with lines through them, and some are circles, and then they are shape going. Some of them look like pentagrams. I'm like, well, what kind of passenger gets flying that route? It's kind of strange, but
you sound like you're all muffled though. The last couple of minutes, it's hard to hear you. I don't know what you got going on.
Oh, yeah. If I move a little bit on this cheap piece of crap phone I have, even a slight move, it can mess up. So, yeah, I don't want to do that to anybody. But I did want to call in and at least say a few things anyway. And I'm not high or anything. A couple of guys were cool, but and it's cool to be high, I guess. I just stopped doing it. So I'm if anything, I'm hyped up, not slowed down. But anyway, thanks, guys. And hi, Karen.
Hello.
I'll get back in the chat. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, take care. It's Glenn from Virginia, by the way. Glenn from Virginia, because one time they asked, who was that? All right, take care, guys.
All right. Thank you, Glenn from Virginia.
He's like, and I'm not high. Fucking, I don't care. Get high.
I know, right?
Karen's high. Brian's high. Hello. Hi. Hello.
High on life. High on life.
435-0006. Give us a call. Ring ding dong.
978-435-0006.
Hello. Welcome. Who is this?
This is Darren from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Are you for real? I'm on right now?
Yes, say hello to Karen B. The wonderful Karen B is here.
Hi, Karen B. How are you?
Hello, I'm wonderful. How are you?
She's not answering. I'm all right. I'm all right.
No, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
I'd say it's an honor, but it is an honor. I've been watching in silence for over a year, your channel. I just never catch it live, right? And I've been suffering with this mental effect and all the rest for years with nobody to talk to, no hope. And no, I haven't been in a medical in my life. That's the last game. Can I still talk? Can I still talk?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm just talking too much now. Hey, before I get into how it all started for me, right? I found some residue by accident last week. I'm watching the old Match Game shows. Remember those? Match Game
show?
74, 75. Match Game with Gene Rayburn and Richard Dawson and those guys. Anyways, you remember that show?
No.
Nobody does?
No,
I'm dating myself. Anyways, at the end they go blank tune. So they got to fill in the blank, right? And it was Tune.
Yeah.
So Richard Dawson gives some lame answer, and then I wait for it, and he goes, my first instinct was to say Looney Tune, but it was spelt wrong. That's Toon, as in cartoon. He says that on the show, and oh, there we go. A little bit more for you.
Nice.
But anyways, yeah, so we just listened to you for the last year. We seem to have been on the same path, my friend, all the way from 9/11 days from 2008, 2007.
Oh, wow.
For me, it started there. And then then I started getting into vaccinations, cancer, Illuminati, the same stuff, right? That I hear a lot of people talk about. And then at one point I asked, I want to know the truth. And I've heard this from more than one person. I remember Scariest Movie said the same thing. I prayed, I want to know the truth about this world. And it was like my eyes opened up and it got deeper and deeper. Then it was chemtrails and followed the same cycles, flat earth.
Mm-hmm.
Followed the flat earth guys, Jaron and all them for years.
Yeah.
Then in 2015, I died of a heart attack, died for 12 minutes, came back, and that spring, 2016, I somehow ran into Moneybag channel, and boom, it hasn't stopped. Deeply, deeply affected.
Oh, yeah. And I think everybody is not
Hey?
accepting it. You can hear
And there's
Karen,
no one
right?
around.
Hey, you
Dude,
can
like
hear
you were
Karen.
saying, I think it was last night I seen, sorry, I'm interrupted.
You can hear me.
When you're on with Vanessa,
Can you,
you're
hold
saying,
on. Can you hear
Go
Karen
ahead.
or not?
Go ahead.
Can you
sorry.
hear, can you
I
hear
can hear
Karen?
Karen. Go ahead, Karen.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Just go ahead.
Well, I'm hearing you. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
Anyways, I just don't want to sound, a lot of people get on the air with you guys and they sound sort of nutty. I don't want to be that guy. And I understand where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just sort of talking into air, and you want to get a lot out, right? And that's the fear of talking to anyone in your daily life, because you'll just start with this verbal, and you'll sound crazy within minutes if they're not even aware of anything, right?
Yeah.
Like this is years and years, the build up and the eye opening, years and years, and to just lay something on somebody. Like I heard a guy a few callers ago saying, "Why don't people just get it? Why don't they all just get it?" Well, maybe they're not meant to get it. Maybe there's just a select few of us, right?
Yeah. I
And
don't
that's
think it's
the way it is. I'm
everybody at one
not
time.
sure. We're obviously not sure what the hell's actually going on, or why us, or why me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just deeply affected. I didn't run into your channel, Brian, till last spring. And I don't know if it was through Higher Side Chats. Were you ever on there?
No.
With Greg Carlwood? SMQ's channel. Might have went through there. I just heard it or seen it in a chat, right?
Yeah.
And I've been watching you nonstop since, right? But I'm never in a chat. I never catch it live till tonight. And I'm phoning because I've had this deep desire to get a hold of you one way or another, whether it was email or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you on all of it. It's crazy, man. And like you were saying, I caught your interview with Vanessa. Was that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you were saying how hard it is to go out in public and just want to get on. So yeah, that's me. Like everyone seems pretty insane to me. It's this. Someone had said NPCs, and I said it's almost like that.
Yeah.
You hate to say that about other humans, but sitting looking at their phones and there's shit going on here, and you just want to yell it to them, but you want to look sane too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, even with family,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to approach anybody, right? Whatever. Ask me something, because I'm sort of lost now. I can't believe I'm on the air.
Well, what's your biggest Mandela effect and why?
I don't think there is one bigger than the next. They're all just so vivid to me. There's not much I even disagree with. Geography's huge. That's huge, but every day there's something, right?
Yeah.
Your stuff about Statue of Liberty and Torpedo Alley, and that's just nuts. No, that did not happen.
I know. 5,000.
Even in Canada, we heard about that. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know, right? Like we wouldn't have heard that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Where's Karen stand? Karen, you don't talk much on these shows. You know that? Have you realized that?
Yes.
Whose channel are we on tonight? Brian's?
Brian's channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your Mandela affected big time, Karen, obviously. Is that right in the suit?
I don't know about big time. I don't know. What do you mean by big time? I mean, certain things, yes. Certain bigger ones I don't really agree with, like Berenstain Bears. Like I always remember Berenstain Bears. I remember, oh, I'm your father. You know.
Yeah.
But other things that I don't.
Yeah, see, I think that was the first one, actually. Like a lot of people, right? I don't know. I just sit here in silence trying to, I don't know. We try to figure it out.
I know.
But I know there's a greater purpose. I'm with you on that too, Brian.
You know, it's weird because everybody is affected differently. It's really weird. You know.
That's right. See, that part, I don't know. That part's baffling too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you know a few things? Now, shouldn't we all have the exact? But maybe some people do have bad memory things. Or some people never knew geography, right? There's a lot of people that don't run across that in their life, so they can't say for sure.
That's why
I know for
sure. From it.
Oof. You guys are breaking up.
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Who's breaking up? Brian's breaking up, or am I?
Both of you, because you're both coming through Brian's connection. Okay, now it sounds good. Go ahead.
Are we good? Yeah, just like I was saying before too, right? Like people saying, why don't they see it? No, I know for sure it was that way. Yeah, for you, right? You can't say,
Yeah, but
hey, why does everyone remember like me, right?
No, but it's not really the case. It's not the way I think of it, because it's like when I think why don't they see it, they do remember it like me though. It's not because they've always seen it the new way, because I'll question them and they'll remember it the same way as me, but then they still don't.
Exactly.
That's frustrating.
Like you talk about, they got the upload halfway through your conversation, right?
Yeah.
Or once you ask them, you could see them change. They'll remember it the one way, and all of a sudden they flip. Say, what's that about? So I pray at night. I don't want the upload ever, because you never know when it could happen. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Yeah, so I just watch, and what you're saying about, I don't know. I've never been a Bible thumper either. That's why I like the way you talk, so don't change that. I like your style, Brian. Hey, that's my kind of guy.
All right, buddy.
But,
Well, thank you for the call. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right.
And I'll keep watching. Take care, you guys. Thanks.
Laters.
All right. Next call, 978-435-0006. I'm just stepping away from the mic for 1 second to grab my weed. All right. Oh, we have a caller. Hi, we're the best. Who's this?
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
I prefer to keep my name private. I'm a fan of your guys' show, and
You got
so
to turn down the volume on the background.
I'm sorry about that.
Yes, turn the volume down, and since you don't want to tell us your name, will you tell us what you're wearing?
Well, I'm in New York, 26. I've been online for some time. I've been introduced to Brian's channel through Karen from Flat Earth, and I still have questions on that. I'm not fully, sold on that concept, but it does have some points to it.
On Flat Earth, you have questions? Go ahead, ask
Yeah.
away. Karen's right here. She would be very knowledgeable in that, and I would like to comment too. So go ahead and ask Karen some questions on it.
Well, in terms of like you saying gravity, doesn't exist, or that the Earth is flat. It could be, but I'm not really sold on that. A little nervous right now, but I think the Earth is a sphere for the most part, and that's because when the Earth created, it had an internal, attracts thing. Attracts makes gravity a reality. I mean, how do you explain that? What nervous?
How do I explain what now? How do I explain how the Earth being a sphere makes gravity a reality?
How do you explain your concept that gravity doesn't exist?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really think that gravity doesn't exist. I think that the effect of what they call gravity, that obviously things accelerate towards the ground, or everything seems to zero out at the ground. That's where everything goes to, or, the ground stops everything, right? So everything, there is a down, up is up and down is down. So what determines up and down? Something is determining down. That's what I think. Quote unquote gravity is that thing that is determining the up and down, which could be what is referred to as incoherent magnetism, dielectric acceleration towards the null point, which is fine it works fine on a flat earth, on a level plane.
Got it. Well, that's all the questions I wanted to ask. A bit nervous, but thanks for taking my call. I'll still watch you guys get informed, and maybe the next time I call, I will be a little bit more, knowledgeable before I step into it. But I just felt the need to call in. Just wanted that question to be answered.
Yeah, it's cool. Some people say that gravity doesn't exist. They say that you can all just be explained with relative density, and if an object is more dense than the medium around it, then it will accelerate towards the ground. It just is what it is. That they say, oh, you don't really need gravity. Just know that, okay, this is more dense than air, so it's going to go to the ground. It just does go to the ground. They don't really, some people, they just stop there, I guess. But I guess some people want to know why. Well, why does it go to the ground? What determines up and down? Something is determining up and down. Some people think you don't need that. I don't know. You don't, it just depends who you ask. Who cares, really? It's not a ball. You can provably prove, it's demonstrable that the Earth is not a ball because there's no measurable curvature. That's what I say. That's really what did it for me. Is I went out and I went over a large body of water with lasers, and we saw them over long distances that we should not have seen them at. Therefore, it was flat. Earth is not a ball. Boom.
Besides what they, if you didn't go to school and they didn't show you pictures of a ball and you didn't see it on TV and all that, like, what in your experience of your life do you think that you're on a spinning ball? Like, have you seen the curve? Have you felt the Earth move? Any of that?
Well, when you look up at the moon, right, obviously there's times when it's fully shown, and there's times when it's covered by shadow. You can only see part of it. And when you're looking at the sun, if you look at it, it appears to be circular. And based on those two things, you can assume, even though it is an assumption, if I haven't done all the measurements, I would assume, when they say the Earth is, circular or something like this, I would assume, that would make sense.
So by looking at the sky is why you think we live on a ball. I mean, that doesn't really make much sense at all. We don't even know what the sky is. You can't even get up there. And you don't need a certain. By the way, the shadows you see on the moon, you can make that with the
moon. And the moon phases is not the moon being in a shadow. It's supposedly us just not seeing the lit part of the moon. Not necessarily that the moon is in a shadow. It's just supposed to be our view of the lit part of the moon.
Right. Well, that's all I wanted to know. Thanks again for answering my call, and I'll continue to listen to the show. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks for calling.
See you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Next call.
I hope I did a good job explaining,
You're fired.
answering that question. Because really, that's,
Well, here's the thing. They can be a downward force, or some people say it's just buoyancy and density. I know that's the two kind of the little split and flat earth a little bit with some of the people in that discussion. But either way, gravity is not what's presented to us. Things are not going to start orbiting and mass attracting mass around any other example.
There's no measurable curvature. There's no measurable curvature and motion cannot be detected. Therefore, the model is broken.
Hey, who's this?
Hello.
Hi.
This is
who's
Acoustic
this?
Lucidity.
Hey,
What's up?
Hello, acoustic lucidity.
Hey. I've been watching for a little while.
Cool.
I've been wanting to call in, but it's hard to get a hold of you guys.
So what's up?
I just want to talk about the skies and the low-lying clouds. I'm a truck driver, and I drive through like Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Illinois, and for the past I'd say about 2 weeks or so, the clouds are just everywhere. I mean, you rarely ever see the sun, and I've been watching a little bit of Steve Jamo and Jen's channel when they're talking about the sun simulator and the clouds seeding and everything like that they're doing, and the frequencies and how they're changing the weather and everything. And I have a theory about the reason why they're blocking out the sun is because the sun it makes us happy. Basically, the sun gives us energy, and when they're blocking out the sun, it makes us sick, and it makes us angry, and it makes us hate each other and morning. So, my opinion, anyways.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you say sun simulator, what do you think of in your mind? Like, what is the visual that you have in your mind that goes along with sun simulator? What is that?
So, Steve shows a couple of different pictures and patents that they have for the sun simulator. It's basically like it's a machine of some sort that they're putting up in the sky that's apparently somehow ran by our own sun somehow. So our original sun is projecting through this sun simulator and putting off a false light, and there's actually like a black hole in the middle of this thing. So I don't know, that's what I pictured, because I've seen the pictures that he was putting on there.
How is it but I don't understand, how is it up in the sky? What's keeping it up in the sky?
Work? How does it work? I have no idea. How does the sun work?
I don't know how the sun works, but if there's a simulator and if there's a patent, okay, if there's a sun simulator and there's a sun simulator patent, well, then there must be some idea of how this thing is floating up in the sky and operating up in the sky and working at such a regular and, reliable rate, basically the same as the sun every day at a very predictable time, predictable place, every day, day in, day out. Or is it only covering the sun sometimes?
I guess I think of it like this. Like, if they figured out free energy, right? They've already figured out free energy, I imagine, with 3, 6, and 9 in Tesla's work. So they probably put this thing up in the sky and use this energy from our own sun to project a false light. So I have a feeling that our sun is actually moved further out, and they had to put up something to continue to have something here for us, because otherwise we'd freeze to death.
Yeah.
I think that they have the ability to make suns, and they've had it for a long time. And there's probably multiple suns, and they go on the different rings
that are around the circle of the flat Earth.
Yeah.
So
If there's
this
more
is just
land,
a
there's
theory.
probably if there's
This is
more
all
land, there's probably
speculation,
another
but
sun.
There's no sun simulator. I'm sorry, I don't think that there's a sun simulator covering the sun. This is where I stand on that topic.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that there's anything man-made that is as reliable as something that the creator made, which is like the sun. There's nothing that a man has made that is as reliable as that every day in, day out. I mean, I believe, they can spray the sky and cover the sun that way and change the light that way. They can spray things because they spray barium and strontium and stuff in the sky, and those are superconductors. And I'm sure that they could be, using it to tweak the frequency or change things, the way things go between us and the sun, because everything is electric. I very much subscribe to the electric universe theory, but I don't think that they have a ball of false lights in the sky floating because the sun is it's an apparent phenomena. It's observer based where the sun is in the sky. So if you put a physical object there, because you can't triangulate the sun. I don't know. And this black hole sun thing, I mean, here's what it is. If you point your camera directly at the sun, and the sun is pointing, the light from the sun is going directly into the sensor, the camera's sensor, you can start to damage the sensor of the camera. Okay, then it will stop rendering the brightest light that it sees, which is coming directly from the disk of the sun, which turns the sun black. There's a picture from Ansel Adams from way back when. It was black and white pictures that he used to take with, actual film, where that happened to his camera. He took a picture of the sun and it turned black like that because he damaged the sensor on his camera. But anyway. And the hexagon shape is the shape of the aperture on the camera. I can show you guys pictures of the shape that the aperture makes on these cameras. That's why sometimes it looks like it's a hexagon shape. Anyway,
Is this one Mandela affected in your opinion? Is it Mandela affected? Because why isn't it yellow anymore like it always used to be?
That who? Are you asking me or the caller?
You.
Well, that could be because of the crap that they're spraying in the sky.
It's completely white and way brighter. Everything's like HD now.
It could even also just be part of the sun's cycle. What if it's just part of the sun's cycle?
Maybe
we haven't seen that before.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It could be. But I think that they're having to block that sun because it's way too hot. And if they didn't, it would be summertime right now in the winter. That's the reason why they're having the cloud cover.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
Big Mandela effects for me. When I was a kid, I was like 11, 12 years old, and I remember talking to my mom about it. Jiffy, because she brought home Jif peanut butter, and I was like, "Where's the Jiffy?" Mm-hmm. And when I was in South Korea, I was looking for hot dogs for a guy that was off base, and I read Oscar Mayer. This was before I ever found out about the Mandela effect. I only found out about it just this last year. And I was like, Oscar Mayer, what the heck is Mayer? What is going on? And then, but I remember the LBRY, and I asked my mom to sing the song, and she sang it exactly that way with the LBRY.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch,
Obviously, it's Captain Crunch, but I don't know anything about Captain.
Yeah, that's crazy. We were talking about that last night too. That's not even the abbreviation for captain. It would be CPT period, not CP apostrophe N. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So what's your biggest one? Those your biggest ones?
My biggest one. I'd say South America. That's pretty wild how it's all the way over past Florida, because I lived in Florida, for like 5 years. And I just remember it being further to the left, not right. Like, I can't believe it's like almost to the right of Florida.
Yeah.
Like the whole continent. That's crazy to me.
It's real crazy.
That blew my mind when I saw that. I was just like, what in the world is going on?
Yep. That's the one that made me realize it was a big deal.
Yeah. But as far as just the ones that I noticed myself, it would be the peanut butter and the hot dogs and everything. Those are the ones I noticed before I even knew about the Mandela effect. I only came on your channel like this last summer, and
oh, nice.
My sister said she knew about the Mandela effect since 2014. I was like, why didn't you ever tell me about it? I look into all this stuff. It's like I've been looking into stuff like since I went in the military, like in 2003. I've been following all kinds of stuff, like money, 9/11. JFK, the moon landings. The moon landings is what I started on.
Such a joke.
How the fake? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's terrible.
My friend in the military said something about how the moon landings are fake, and he was the only one in the room talking about it. I was like, you know what? I think you're right, because I looked into some things, and then I just got into just researching all of that for like forever. That's one of the biggest things for me when I first started. But anyway, I just thought I'd calling about the clouds and everything. I think that they're just trying to take our energy and make us sad.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the
because
call.
the sun gives us energy. Sure.
All right, brother.
Have a good one. All right. Bye.
All right. Next call. 978-435-0006. We're the best. That pisses people off. I was telling people earlier, if I ever get t-shirts printed, they're going to say we're the best. And the other ones are going to say everybody knows, because the trolls hate that when I say everybody knows, like about a Mandela effect. They can't stand it. And he says everybody knows. They all say they're the best, and they say they love each other over there. We are the best.
Yeah, I'm sorry if some of y'all think that there's a sun simulator there. I just don't.
Why?
No disrespect.
I have to agree.
Huh?
So why you all everything?
I can't hear anything you're saying.
I said, why are you apologizing? We don't need to agree on everything. Dose of reality, you're on Brian. Who's this? I mean, unveiling this realm, you're on Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Yeah, hi, it's Sean. How are you tonight? Good show.
Hello, Sean.
Hi. I just wanted to bring up a little something. Somebody had brought up the concept of the chemtrails, and I'm wondering, since we're all like affected, could it be possible that chemtrails would be a Mandela effect? In other words, I don't know if I brought this up before. I've called you guys before, but could it be possible that planes always did this, and that the fact that, now that these contrails persist for hours and fall to the ground is a Mandela effect.
Well, if planes always did it, then we should be able to pull out the old footage, and we should see all the old footage have the spraying like that. Does it?
No, it doesn't. You're right about that, but it's just something I thought about because it's just it's just interesting concept. And I want to say too that it was always Maxell. Now, I remember I used to tape a lot of stuff when I was younger. I'm pushing 50, and I used to record a lot of stuff. You know, my favorite music
11.
What's that?
It's 11:11. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it was always Maxell. I remember because I always thought like it shouldn't be Maxwell, but it was Maxell. I remember that very, very well, very specifically. So just thought I'd bring that up.
Cool. What else?
I don't know, not much else. Maybe I'll let you guys go, but I just wanted to bring that up. So, have a good night and good show. Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for calling.
978.
Always a pleasure.
Somebody call in. Phones are open. You know the deal.
It is now 11:12 p.m.
Have we told anybody that we're the fucking best yet?
Not yet. Well, maybe once.
Have to get on top of that. Phones are open. Moneybags is in the house. What's up, Moneybags? Good to see you here. Anybody that doesn't know, please make sure you sub and bell Moneybags. 2 calls can only take 1. Sorry about that, guys. Unveiling this realm. You're on with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Hey, Brian, how you doing? This is Wayne.
Who?
Wayne. I talked to you on internet a couple of times. I sent you that picture about the ear bitten off by what's his name? Holyfield.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, just checking you out. That was a pretty good picture before and after.
Yeah, I don't really remember the email you sent me, honestly. Obviously, I remember the email.
On Facebook, email on Facebook. There's messages on Facebook. Posted with Tyson bit off his ear.
Yeah.
And you showed him before and after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he talked to a couple thousand people since then.
Yeah.
Hey, so you ever talk about out and out the trolls that you find online?
What about what?
You ever talk about like out and out some of the trolls? There's so many trolls online, especially about Flat Earth.
Yeah, what about them?
A couple of them pick out, you call them out, ask them if they really work for the company, and a lot of times they disappear. You gotta wonder what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to
think they have
focus
that.
on them
Some
too
of them have
much.
that code. I think they got to admit if they admit it, they already got to admit it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But what do you want to talk about besides the trolls? Fuck the trolls. I don't want to talk about the trolls right now.
Flat Earth, how just the Mandela effect. I mean, no, I never really believed it in the beginning because I didn't know about meat TV shows and commercials and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, come on. I listened to everything. I was like, I'll check it out, wait until something hit. I know about Star Wars, I've seen it and Forrest Gump. I mean, yeah, I've seen it, but I don't remember. I mean, that's the whole thing. But I was listening to it on my phone, on my head, in the refrigerator, looking in the refrigerator at some apple cider vinegar. And I just bought it, ebook. I was reading all about it. I was looking at it, and I was goofing myself, who brags about brags? I mean, just stupid things you say to yourself. And I'm walking away 20 feet away, and I'm listening to something, same thing about jingles and different Mandela effects. And he says, yeah, brags is not brag.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here. I was looking at it. Who brags about brags? And I was brag. I did a quick pivot and went right back to the refrigerator, whipped open the door, and sure as shit, brag.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're coming in a little muffled. Anything you can do to clear it up? It's really hard to hear you.
Oh man, this phone sucks. This Samsung 10 Plus is more trouble than any phone I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
No, man, I don't think I could make it any better right now. So I just want to, check you out, keep you online for a while before I go to bed.
All right, brother.
Got to work in the morning.
All right.
All right, keep it up, brother.
All right,
bye.
thank you. Bye. Yeah, good call. Just I couldn't really hear him, Karen. So muffled,
Yes, I know. I was muting. That's why I muted myself. I was trying to be quiet because I didn't want to interrupt to see if it would make it easier to hear.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Moneybags. Moneybags is in the house. Moneybags.
Shout out to Moneybags 73.
Unveiling this realm, with Brian and Karen. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Remy. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Remy.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah, I'm actually calling. You actually got me into the Mandela effect about 3 months ago.
Awesome.
I think.
How?
Yeah.
How
I
did
think
I
the
get
first
you into
video I saw. I'm sorry. What was that?
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk. It's hard. There's like a slight delay. I'm asking you how I got you into it. What happened? How did you come across it?
Well, I actually, honestly, I don't remember exactly what got me started into the Mandela effects. I'm sure I read it on Reddit or something. And then I came across, then I was just like on YouTube trying to find anything on it. There's not a lot of things that come up besides, the typical, like, I don't know, like person that just talks about it a little bit, just about the logo changes and stuff like that. So I listened to a video that you did about like Ellis Island and Rhode Island and New York, and I'm actually originally from New York, and that's what really like got me actually.
Awesome. And so I'm assuming you've never heard of Black Tom either until recently.
Never, absolutely never. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, since that day, I mean, I've been pretty much following you guys, and I listen to you literally almost every day now. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just wanted to call just to talk about, or just to tell you basically thank you, and that, there is support out there for you. There's not a lot of us, but there's obviously enough of us to, keep it going. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Well, hold on. What's your biggest Mandela effect right now?
I think
you've been looking for a bit.
Right now, I think that I would say the Liberty Island is the biggest one for me. Of course, the geography changes are insane, absolutely crazy. I remember I grew up basically looking at the map all the time. I was one of those kids that I was like always basically daydreaming in class, and we used to have a chalkboard that had a big world map on it. And I remember I used to just stare at it and look at it and stuff like that. And then when I started, looking into the Mandela effect and you started talking about it, I was just in shock. I mean, South America, Cuba, Australia, I was just literally blown away. And I actually just showed my cousin, she wasn't really into the Mandela effect. I just showed her 2 days ago about the geography changes, and I also talked about JFK. She actually believes in the flat Earth, by the way. So She was able to talk to me about flat Earth, which I haven't really gotten into, but I did kind of shock her with the JFK assassination, because she still was. I was like, how many people were in the car? She's like, 4. And then I was like, check again. I was like, just Google it. And then she's like, no way. And I was like, yep.
Well,
she actually told me something. She said, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just going to say, you got her looking at all these Mandela effects. You better look at her flat Earth stuff. It's only fair.
Yeah, that's what she was telling me, actually. You got me into the 9/11 conspiracies as well. I never even knew about that till I started listening to your stuff.
So you mean I got you into the 9/11 conspiracy? So let me define this a little. So before you found my 9/11 stuff, did you think 9/11 was what the media said it was?
I was always no, absolutely not.
Okay. Okay.
My dad.
Where were you at?
Okay, so my father, since 9/11 happened, my dad actually worked. He was a taxi driver in New York at the time, and he actually, I don't know, weirdly enough, a week after 9/11 happened, he showed me this video, which probably wasn't supposed to show me. I was very young for this, but it was basically saying how it was an inside job, like how the United States knew about it. Oh, okay, this actually reminds me. When I saw this video, they were talking about how the Pentagon was, like no one died at the Pentagon because
so huge for me.
they, right. That's a huge one actually for me. I'll say that for sure. Because I remember like them saying that, they told everyone there to get the F out because they were going to, set up a bomb or, do some kind of a show or whatever. So I thought that the Pentagon was being attacked. So I specifically remember that. But no, I just thought it was fishy, but then listening to your stuff, I'm just like, wow, this is ridiculous.
Karen, what?
She was cutting in and out just now. Her last couple sentences, I couldn't understand what she was saying.
Oh, I think she only might have cut out for you. I heard her. She was talking about the Pentagon and how she also remembers nobody dying at the Pentagon and how that's a huge Mandela effect, because I remember nobody dying as well. And they were very specific where they actually said that section of the Pentagon was recently reinforced to withstand this type of attack, so it hadn't been repopulated yet. Yeah. But now there's
right. Then nobody was there that day. Like it wasn't even a part that was like, I 100% remember that. 100%. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's crazy. About 2 days ago, I watched, when I was showing my cousin the Mandela effects, we ran across Shane Dawson. He's kind of a big deal on YouTube, and he was going through conspiracy theories. Yeah. And one of them was the Titanic. Have you guys heard of that one? The one about like they thought it was the Titanic, but it really was another boat that was supposed to be like,
of course.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we were listening to that, but I wasn't really interested. What did interest me was the fact that he said, he was like, yeah, like even if it wasn't the Titanic itself, like a lot of people died that day and blah, blah, blah. And then I remember that I'm like, wait, no, nobody supposedly died on the Titanic, which is one of the things that is also, a Mandela effect. But I just thought that was kind of funny.
Hold on. So now the story is officially that nobody died?
Yes. I mean, I've listened to so many things now say that nobody died in Titanic. Where did I actually? I was. I think I was watching TV
because I've seen people put up videos on that, but to me, the way I looked at their videos, I didn't really watch it, but it looked like they had dug up some articles that were off to the side that suggested that nobody died. And it was a hoax, but they're now. Are you sure the official version of the Titanic story is that nobody died?
Yeah.
Karen, can you look that up?
Nobody died.
How many?
And that's insane to me.
Yeah, if that is the case, that's insane, because there's supposedly tons of people that died. But I thought that people were just digging up, other information that suggested it was a hoax, and then like that's
right.
I didn't know that the official story changed about it.
And I don't know. I don't really believe any of that crap. So like, what do I believe that comes out? You know what I mean? It's all like, yeah. By the way, I just want to say I was dying laughing. I think I was listening to you sometime this week. I'm not too sure.
It didn't change. Hold on, it didn't change them. Right. There's 1,500 people that said died in the official story. So I was right about that. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that then.
No,
I thought
it's okay.
that no one had died.
No, it's exactly what I thought it was. Nobody probably did die, and people are uncovering information that uncovers conspiracies, and they're calling it a Mandela effect. That's what I have a problem with.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay.
What was making you laugh?
No, the other day you guys, I don't know if it was you and Kieran, but I think so, yeah. The crazy caller called you guys. The one that's supposed to, he's pretty much like, I don't know, he's pretty much the president's best friend. He's
that's
CEO.
Yeah, that's Kurt.
Oh my God, I die laughing.
He's like the Jack Bauer of the fucking Mandela effect.
Oh my goodness. Every time I'm just like, oh, I can't wait what Brian has to say. you control him harder now. So
Well, no.
I
You know
mean-
what? You know what really makes me mad, because he comes on with all these bullshit stories, right? And then he calls in another time, and he does exactly what I say people do. Oh, I know somebody that died on 11. He just blurts it out in the middle of it. I said, whoa.
Yeah.
Who do you know that died on 9/11? He's like, oh, well, because he tells me that I'm wrong on my show. He's like, yo, I agree with you
Right.
on Mandela and this and that, but you're wrong about 9/11. I know 2 people that died. I said, oh, whoa, stop, slow down. Who do you know? And he's like, well, I could go look it up and call back. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Come on.
Out of here, dude. That's what I blocked him from the channel. Get the fuck out of here, you phony. Beat it.
No, but no, I really appreciate you guys. I really do, and I love your attitude. So don't. I've heard like some negative things on YouTube, about you and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, like you. To me, you seem super real, super relatable, and I appreciate that about you. So just keep on doing you. And Karen, you're amazing too. Sorry, I've just been praising Brian, but Karen, you're awesome too.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Yes.
All right, you guys. Well, I'll let you go. So, thank you for taking my call. Have a good night.
Thanks for calling.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
I need 5 minutes, Karen. You want to talk to the chat, or do you want me to play a song?
I don't play a song.
Okay.
Short song.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Just one.
Well, they tell us they're exploring outer space, but it's all fake. It's fucking fake. $60 million every day is what we pay. They fucking take. 'Cause we're brainwashed, trained to believe man-made dark cosmology. A trap set by evil fuckers many centuries ago to dupe the population and take control of the world. Seen it all before, it's the oldest play in the book. Fishing for souls by making the devil's hook. Wizards and warlocks practicing evil and magic. Cooked up a plan and they called the plan science. Sprinkle all their bullshit with some formulas and math to make themselves look brilliant, cause only they understand. Gain the faith of the masses as they push theories and lies, trying to make us slaves and feel God lives inside. God lives inside. So they tried to make us godless inside. So we all roll over and say, go ahead, NASA. Have your fucking way. Can we see so much farther than they say? Miles plus across the ocean on a clear blue day. Why would they say it's a mirage you're looking at? Yeah, right, that's not science. That's just a load of bogus, man. Use your eyes and a zoom lens. Spot an object far across the sea.
it's fucking flat. Love that shit.
These are the tales, the silly tales. These are the tales NASA likes to tell. They've been enslaving mankind all this time, and we all know they'll be going to hell. See, I made up my mind when I was 33. I ain't with all the shit that they're feeding to me. I've been a slave for life. It don't feel right. People are in awe when Neil drops his mic. Many aren't just trolling, they're shilling like Rogan. But a higher power above has more hope for us, man. NASA bitches running space have so much greed. How is it possible that the public can't see? All Globes do is bitch, they never have any facts. Curvature don't exist and there's no stellar power.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Unveiling This Realm. Before Karen slaps me in the mouth. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
We'll take a few more calls.
Ooh, it's fucking flat.
You like that shit? I like that shit. Christian, you love that shit.
I love it.
Christian's like the fucking new flat earth music guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking got all types of songs now. I love it. Phones are open. 978-435-0006. Guys, I am not going to do a marathon show tonight. I could probably do like another half hour because I am working a double tomorrow and it's the busiest day of the year. And it's my first day on the floor at this place. So I don't want to be, too tired. I can only take the first call. Sorry, whoever the second one is. Hi, welcome to the shifty reality place. That's not a globe. Who's this?
This is Joey Rocha from Hawaii.
Joey already knows it's not a globe. What's up, Joey?
Hello, Karen. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. We are the best. Definitely. What's up, chat?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I was summoned by Flat Earth Maori to call. He said I was supposed to call in.
Oh, you were? Okay. Well, you're on the air. What's up?
What's up? I just want to call in. Just, I'm having fun chat, raising hell. I'm going live every single day. I'm having fun in the community. We're winning. And I feel that momentum. So I'm like, that's my first time. I'm an excited kind of person. So when I see the momentum like this, I'm excited to do more videos. So I've been doing more videos lately and kind of following everybody more lately and stuff like that. Going on YouTube more.
I noticed that, and I noticed you were streaming live on YouTube. I think it was yesterday we were in your chat. And I also noticed that you don't even have 1,000 subs, which I think is criminal right now. So everybody needs to sub and bell Joey Rocha on his YouTube channel. If my mods could help out and drop the link in there, so then Joey will have over 1,000 subs, and if he wants to go mobile, he can go mobile on YouTube. Because usually you're on Facebook.
And also,
a lot of people don't like me, Brian, because I have an obnoxious personality, but at least I'm on our side and not their side. So you know what I mean? We got to love everybody. It's true. You know what I mean? Like, love everybody. At least I'm promoting Flat Earth. Sometimes people don't like the way I do it. They don't like the way other people do it, but you know what I mean? We're all brave enough to do it. We all just do it our own way.
And no matter what, and no matter what, Joey, I know Karen would agree. Like, we see you going nonstop, like we go nonstop, and that's what counts. Everybody has their own style. As long as you're honest and you're working hard at it, then it is what it is. Go ahead, Karen. What are you gonna say?
Your guys' lives or somebody else's live or Russian vids or Globebusters. I'm inspired to keep the momentum. And then I see, show after show going live with hundreds and hundreds of people watching live. I didn't see this in 2017, 18, or 19. This is brand new in the community. This kind of unity that's occurring and this growth of numbers, it's phenomenal. So I'm super excited. I want to win. You know what I mean? I want to win this thing.
Yeah. Hey, Joey, hold on, because Karen, you guys kind of talked over each other. Karen, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. I was just letting Joey talk. It's fine. Keep going.
Sorry.
It's time to shine.
Yeah, Joey, you should do some.
And Brian's balls are full of helium. They will never let us down. Hey, Brian, I know you don't. you don't like it, you push it away, and you're going to push this away too. But it's the truth, and everyone agrees. You're a badass, brother. Thank you for what you do for the community. You're awesome. Karen is the best. You two are what makes this thing. It's not just you, Brent. It's you and Karen. And the two of you just have this chemistry that's like, it's like this awesome bridge. You're pulling the Mandelas, the 9/11s. That's another thing I never saw in 2017, 18, or 19. You know what I mean? Like everybody's coming together, just like your last caller. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
Yeah, because we're all being held down.
Amazing. That's why I'm Brian Staveley's #1 fan and Russian Vids. It's kind of like a tie. But anyways, that's why I'm their #1 fan, because it's what they do for the community.
Well, thank you.
Real life.
I appreciate that.
And Joey's awesome too. Always working to spread the word.
And talent. What's that, Karen?
I said you're always working, always spreading the word. Every moment.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. Admit it. It's okay. I admit it. People tell me you're obsessed with it, and I say thank you. That's a compliment. I appreciate it. Hopefully, if you're passionate about something, you want to change it. You know, you should be passionate about it too. Look at Jehovah's Witnesses. They go door to door. You know what I mean? For this stuff, I mean, we got to do whatever we can. We don't have a lot of time either.
That's right.
Look at Ruth. She said that 90 years ago she was being taught the earth is flat. This deception isn't as old as we thought it was. They're moving, and they're able to move faster than we thought. You know, like what's happening and all this stuff that's going on. We may not have this freedom to speak freely.
The fact that it's,
you know, real fast.
The fact that it's not as old as we think. The fact that it's probably 500 years old, a lie like we've even been saying 5-6 years, right? I think that's good. That
just written.
What?
No, I was saying Galileo and all that stuff. That could be just made up, just like everything else is made up. You know what I mean? Because look at Ruth, what she proclaimed, and then a lot of people left in the messages on David Weiss's video that they have similar stories. So that kind of validates that these evil people, whoever we're dealing with, are, you know, it's modern, it's new, and they're fast, and you know, we have to stand up and unite with each other right away and actually do something. This is a real life battle, good versus evil.
Yeah.
And we're the heroes. I love being a hero. That's my favorite part of it.
The fact that it doesn't go back 500 years, I think, is a positive thing, because there's not 500 years where it's been in existence, this lie. It's only been like a century. I think we can it's better for us to get out of it.
Yeah, crazy. It was a couple generations ago. Look at Ruth's story. It's like, and by the way, David Weiss's video, I track videos like a madman. I track them by the numbers. I actually put it in the comments. Everybody who knows me well knows I do that. So anyways, I was tracking David Weiss's video like I track yours, and I see YouTube minusing significant amounts. Well, anyways, once his video reached like 8,000 something views, it just stopped. Dead cold. More comments, everything like that. It stopped for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
And then it rolled more, and then it stopped again. So they're suppressing our views and everything. They're fighting against us. More people have to come out and promote this truth with us. Right, Brian and Karen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go live. Yeah, go live, guys. That's how we're gonna win this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Joey.
I'm smoking shrooms and cannabis right now, everybody.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna have some calls. Are you letting me go, guys? Is it time for me to go? Take the next call?
Yeah, we'll take the next call.
Love you guys. Love the chat.
All right, thank you.
Joey. Thank you. Rose, I don't know if she means now. Or
978-435-0006. Give us a ring ding dong. Yeah, I see her comment. If he wants to call in now, he can. Or if he meant like jump on a stream with him and talk about that, I mean, we can do that another day. I mean, Saturday I'm off. We can talk about that if that's what you mean. if it's gonna, we are gonna call in 10 if you're still. Yeah, call soon if you're gonna call, because I am gonna put it down soon. I'm getting beat. So if not, we can talk about it next time for sure. 978-435-0006.
Give us a ring, ding dong.
Ring ding.
Give us a ring, ding dong.
Unknown.
Oh Lordy. Hey.
Unveiling the stump is this.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Oh. Captain Flatty.
What's up, Captain Flatty?
This is G Whippin. What's up? I'm calling because I made a deal with Joey. If he called, I'd call. So what's going on? You want to talk about Mandela? Well, I've been around in this game since about '87, watching things change all over the world like just wildfire. And it's been a crazy Mandela effect, like the Monopoly and life. But if you even want to go back further on the Mandela, you can look at your telephone, your tablets, your TVs, and that goes all the way back to, Egypt, Mesopotamia. So we've been playing with this Mandela effect since ancient times, not just recently.
Yeah.
Because they've been changing if we kill off this whole tribe, that whole tribe has no idea of what that tribe's history is, so we can rewrite their history. So this Mandela effect is just like a dream that you're trying to wake up out of that never goes away.
Yeah.
So what's up, Brian? I ain't talked to you. I talked to you a long time ago. It probably wasn't mentioned, but it was on Facebook. It wasn't nothing too big, and we kind of disagreed on something. Then I got back onto your stuff, and I kind of like you, so I've been paying attention to you a little bit, and I love Karen all the time. So met Karen in person many times. I'm a local with her. She lives in South Carolina, so do I. I just met with Nathan Thompson this past weekend and some other people up in Greenville. But as far as the Mandela effect, I didn't get into the Mandela effect only for this reason, because of when Mandela actually went into prison and he was a different man. Then when he came out, he was a different man. So I thought that was like, my mind was set on, that's what they were talking about the Mandela effect. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's why they give it a shitty name like that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, well, that just means that they warped the guy's mind in prison. That's what I thought it was, but I didn't really know that they were warping our mind. See, that I didn't catch on to that probably till about, I'd say probably, I don't know. I knew they were warping our minds, but I didn't know the Mandela effect was part of it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I don't agree that the Mandela effect is happening because they're warping our minds, but I know what you're saying.
Well, no. I don't mean it that way. I mean, I didn't understand that the Mandela effect was actually the definition of what they're doing. That's what I'm saying.
I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I just thought it had to do with Mandela, the black guy that they put in prison. I didn't know it was this actual mind control. I didn't know it was tied in with all this mind manipulation. But I didn't really get into the mind manipulation probably hard until, I'd say, 2017. That's when I really started understanding what they were doing with all of our technology.
Uh-huh.
And I believe the Mandela effect is part of it, because the more we change over from books to computers, they can change wording and everything. That easy, right in front of your face.
Yeah, but that's not.
But anyway,
but that hasn't been the cause of any. That hasn't been the cause of any of the changes we cover. Hard copy going to digital. I mean, it's hard copies have changed.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying that we've gone to digital. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's the cause. I'm just saying that now speed things up so fast.
Yeah.
Within 5 years, we won't even know
you know, what our ancestors did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because if you look what happened, they've always burned books.
Oh yeah, it's way
Every
easier now to
country,
burn books. Now, if
Russia,
you, yeah, everything's digital. I know what you're saying. It's way easier to burn the books, quote unquote,
Yeah.
when everything's digital. I mean, it's simple, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I don't want to tie you up, though. I'll get you another caller in. I'm sure somebody wants to call. But
Okay.
I called in. I just want to say, you know, I love y'all. I listen every once in a while. I'm not a hardcore listener, but I tune into you every once in a while. I like you. You're from up north. I like you.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, bud. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right.
Later.
Bye-bye. All right. Next call. 978-435-0006. Ring ding dong. Can't answer unknown. Sorry. Not gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Yeah. Yeah. We all know what that'll be. What that'll end up like.
Yeah. Yeah. We know exactly what that'll end up like. And Jason, I sent you a link. So
And this
Rose,
is
Jason,
a
I sent
fucking family show.
Unveiling this realm. Who's this?
Hey, it's Ceiling Fan. How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up, Ceiling Fan?
Hi, Ceiling Fan Man.
Hey, Karen. Hey, so I haven't listened too much tonight because we were out, but I came in and I caught some of it. But I got all these things that I've been like chomping at the bit to talk to you about. So I don't know where you want to go first. But at the end, I have something I need to ask the room because I have a question I can ask. But where do I start? Without getting into too great detail of all that mess that went on, I'm very disheartened because my morning ritual has been affected. I used to listen to Awaken Satan. I love that. And it's sad because I watch people and all these different people, creators and stuff. And you got creators on YouTube, and then you got people that just want to tear people down. And when I listen to the different sides, I see people on one side, the rooms that I hang out in, and everyone's creating, and it's a family, and you can talk about anything, and people are accepting. And if you don't like what I'm talking about, well, then don't listen to it. And, you know, you have your right to your opinion, I have mine. But the fact that, you know, people are having to either being taken down or deleting their channels because of people going after them, tearing them down, I mean, that's not godly. That's not what we're taught as whoever we are. I don't even like labels, Christians, whatever. I mean, we're here to help and create each other, and that was a beautiful moment. And I didn't always agree with the speakers he had, but at the end of it, I still got something out of it. I either got it from one of the callers' comment, or I got it from Awaken's comment, or whoever he was talking to. So it's sad because that seems like we're trying to create and get together as a family. And there's people that are infiltrating and trying to bring us down. So just be aware of it. We're all under attack right now. And it's not coming from the right side. And even if those people, they're being deceived. You know, turn the cheek for them because they're not creating. They're destroying. And it's the exact opposite. You know, God creates, Satan mocks, imitates, tears things down. And, you know, you use your discernment, but you can see what's going on there. So that's all I had to say about that. I just want you to know that we all appreciate what you guys are doing. And if you say something I don't like, then I won't listen to that part of it. You know, I have discernment. I can turn the channel. I don't have to like them go on some rant and try to take you down. So, But then again, you know, I was lucky enough, God bless me, that I was able to quit a few years ago. So I have time on my hands, and I don't have a boss except one. So I can put whatever I want on my channel. I don't need any money from it. I can put whatever music I like. It's always in 432, by the way. And I just want to get the message out there, and I really feel that's what you guys are trying. So I think everyone else.
Absolutely. What did happen to Awaken Satan? Does anybody know? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get rumors and stuff started on this channel. I just want to mention that it's sad that he's not there. And I hope one day we'll be able to hear from him or
It
somebody
is-
like that take up the torch, because that was fun.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
bad. Well, I hope he's okay wherever he's at, whatever's going on. I just hope that he's well.
So I got one question for you guys. So, a lot of these channels are all talking about, there's so many transgenders and stuff, and they're all infiltrating and with all the beauty pageants and stuff, they're all whatever,
Yeah.
But one of the things that, and my wife's really been like checking into these things and going over stuff with me on it. And one of the things she's mentioned to me forever was that the index finger and the ring finger on a man's hand is different than a lady's, because that's one of the things they always comment on. Oh, look, I think this person is trans. Look at their finger, right? So here's my question. Is this a Mandela effect? Because if you look on your left hand, because we compared it on a few hands just to make sure, your index finger is taller than your ring finger, your third finger. But when you look on your right hand, it's shorter. So my question is, if that's always been the case, why hasn't there been a question like, he's transgender, look at his hands? Oh, but it depends on which hand. I don't remember ever hearing that before. So it's always been that way?
That is not a good way to try to transvestigate someone, because that's not true.
Well, I know it was one of the ways that somebody said that it's possible, but to me, if the fingers have always been different on each hand, that doesn't even mean anything. I just don't remember it being different on each
Not
hand.
true. It's not true.
Do you have your hands are the same or different?
Mine are the same. I don't even know what you're talking about. My index finger is shorter than my ring finger by about the same amount on both hands.
Oh, all right. Well, we tried 3 people when it was the other way, but that's fine. All right, I can let that one go.
My ring finger is longer than my index finger on both hands by the same amount.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's not anything there. Okay. But I'll tell you something. I was talking to Steve JMO. We were talking about grids and stuff. He was in, who was it? No, it was Christian was saying that there's that Tesla that has its own grid. And my daughter-in-law went to a store. It was like a Walmart. She was standing in front of a counter, and she was looking at this product, and she pulled out her phone to look up some ingredient. And her phone had an ad for the exact product she was standing from. So, that was interesting. Like, it was GPS where she was.
Yeah.
But here, last thing, I have a question. I have a potential of being able to talk to a 32nd degree Mason. He's 92 years old.
Yeah.
He won't talk directly to me, but he said he might answer questions. I can't promise he'll answer any question.
Yeah.
But if there's a question that you guys can come up with in the chat, I will find out if I can get them answered, and we'll let you know what I find out.
There you go. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
No, I figure people in the chat's got to have some question, and we'll see what we can ask. I can't promise they'll tell us anything, but when I found out this guy is his stepdad, and he's like, yeah, he's this high up Mason or whatever. And then I said, can you see if I can get a hold of him? He got back to me. It's like, you know what he did tell me? He said there's very small percentage of the people control the entire world. That's what his dad told him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I totally believe that. So, all right, guys.
All right. Thank you for the
That's
call.
really all I was going to talk about. All right. You have a good night. And thanks for everything you guys are doing. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Good night.
Bye. All right. And I see that Jason's in the chat, and he said he wants to call in. Jason, I sent you the link into your Facebook. Just click the StreamYard link, and I'll bring you in. And I'm going to close the phones now because I'm going to let Jason come in and talk about what he wants to talk about with me and Karen, and then we'll wind the show down after that. Thank you. There's still 214 people here. I appreciate it. I am working a double tomorrow. What?
That's all right. Awesome.
Yeah. So he should be here in a second. He just seen the link in his Facebook. I got the message. So. Yeah, Sailing Fan, thank you for the call, brother. Awesome call.
Yes, ceiling fan, always a good call. Thank you.
Just passing the time.
Yeah, I have my ring finger is longer than my index finger on both my hands. I'm not a man. I know people like to say I'm a man. They like to say that I have a Adam's apple. I don't.
You do have the hairiest Chewbacca penis on YouTube. And I do not see where he is at. Jason, where you at, man? Trying to close this down, bro. I'll give him a couple minutes, but if he's not here, we'll just have to do it next time. Because I'm just about to hit the wall here. What's today? Today's Thursday, huh?
Today is Thursday. It is 11:57 p.m. Thursday evening. But he's in Louisiana, so I think he's an hour behind. So I think for him it's 11? Or is it 10?
No idea. I would say probably an hour behind. And why am I logged out of my thing for work? Oh, boy. Never mind. I'll just check it after. All right. I'll give him another 2 minutes, but if not, I'm going to wind it down. Guys, make sure you sub and bell Joey Rocha. Can my mods please link Joey's channel in the chat, please? Please link Joey's channel. Let's get Joey up to over 1,000 subs. I think he has 800 and something right now. Make sure you sub my last two guests, Nathan Sanders and Vanessa VA, if you haven't already. The last two Awakening interviews I did over the last few nights. Really kick-ass interviews. Karen, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, sub Joey Rocha and Vanessa and whoever else it was. Sub Secrets of Saturn. That's Jason, who does live streams with Crow. If he ever, since I don't know, he's probably not going to make it. I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Friend.
Yeah. Sorry, Jason. I waited as long as I could, but yeah, you taking forever, and I am going to end the show. But yeah, and whenever next time, or if you want to do something on the side, whatever, just let me know. Thank you guys.
All right.
Make sure you sub and bell Karen B. I'll be working all day tomorrow. You won't see me, and you'll probably see me at some point on Saturday. All right. Thank you, everybody.
All righty. Have a good evening.